This is
content.
Was this one here before, the one with an entirely Japanese title? Like, I'm sure I wouldn't have downloaded something with an entirely Japanese title. I know what this one is, but I'm saving that for an extremely rainy day. One day, I will play whatever that is. Let me just quickly check what this is. Oh no, I remember what this is. It's Last Period Chronicle, Barrett Chronicle, Chapter 147, Part 2.2. The 100,000 Year Holy War. Okay, yeah, it's that. Okay, for some reason, this no longer has its title in English anymore. Yeah, it must be that in Japanese, this is like really compressed down. It contains that huge string of information in less space, so it's less outrageous. Good to know. Anyway, we're here to play Shining Force EXA. Let's do it. Oh, what's that round thing? Oh, I keep forgetting you weren't raised in this area, Maybell. What do you mean? That's a monster generator. Everyone round here's got a monster generator in their living room. You don't have a monster generator? Barbaric elves. The name is pretty self-explanatory. Yikes. Yikes. That doesn't sound good. There's nothing to fear. A monster generator won't attack you on its own. There's nothing to fear from the doom and pain generator installed in every household. On its own, it's harmless. The doom and pain generator is just a tool. It's more about how you use it. So it said we have to kill all the monsters to defeat the monster generator because of the reason. And now, yes, look at this. I guess I was complaining about the press X gameplay so much. The game has transitioned. Now I don't even have to press X. It's just doing it. They're leveling up. They're grinding for... Okay, you just sit here, guys, and grind against the monster generator. No, they're killing the monster generator. Maybe there was a finite number. Well, that's good. I'm glad I no longer have to press any of the buttons. Oh, I also get the level up that time. That's pretty good. It doesn't tell you what the level ups do or how much experience points you have. That's really low-hanging fruit game design-wise. They screwed that up big time. It's very satisfying to attack boxes. The idea that there would be money for destroying boxes... For some reason, that fell by the wayside. That was a good game design idea, which we are now getting out of the past once again. I will press X one time. I'm going to save it. I'll save it. Oh, look at this guy. This guy looks like it's worth pressing X on. There we go. I contributed. You guys, you can finish off the rest. Go on, Gadford. You can do it. Yes. Thrusting away as always, Gadford. What in the world is this? That's a pretty big mural. Well, you answered your own question there, Toma. Also, in my writerly opinion, Toma isn't the sort of character that would say, that's a pretty big mural. He doesn't seem like he knows what the word mural would mean or would have any interest in the relative size of different murals. Blah, 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 blah. It seems to be a depiction of the legend of Shining Force. It's the legend of a loser YouTuber who transfers himself to a different world through the power of pressing the X button on the controller. And he's such a massive loser, his humanity is recessive, meaning he can reproduce with other demi-human species without diluting their gene pool, giving him a unique ability for my quest. What a legend we've found. Well, I'm having my own fun with this game. I'm writing a very different game on the side, as always. It also said the legendary hero would be a lazy piece of shit who would watch on doing nothing as his companions were beaten to shit by a bunch of skeletons. Well, they're leveling up. I guess my character isn't leveling up, but I have no intention of ever pressing the buttons, so that should be fine. My stats won't be relevant to this run, so this is all fine. Maybell's just standing there, like sort of stun-locking the enemy with an endless combo of arrows. There we have it, another glorious victory. Gadford's doing his victory dance. Maybell plays the victory theme on her gigantic grand piano. Ding 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 ding. That was too easy. Wish I was playing Grandia right now. No, because in Grandia you have to press the buttons. This one's better. You can just stand here. Is that it? Is this? Oh, we actually found it. There's no doubt about it. Well, that was surprisingly easy. It was just in a random cave outside of town, guarded by the Coal Miners Union. Well, okay, fine. There's no doubt about it. The Holy Sword. Shining Force! Oh, I can't blow my nose anymore because I'm actually becoming more and more well as a result of playing Shining Force. We're gonna have to take turns. Wait, what are you talking about, Gadford? The legend of the species reproduction hero is here. I'll take the first turn. No, Gadford, no. We'll decide in which order we'll quote-unquote draw the Holy Sword, as the prophecy put it. I guess this is a good point, because we're all here on a quest to claim the Holy Sword, but only one of us can. So we're kind of like frenemies. Like, we all have the same goal, but only one of us can do it. Maybell will be going first. This will help me out immensely in my quest. Darn, says Toma. The characterization of Toma is all over the place. Alright, let's go over this again. Here are the ground rules. If it doesn't pollute the gene pool, it's cool. Alright, now open the portal. Open the YouTuber portal. Well, let's just get on with this. No matter who draws the sword, the others will lend their strength to help the Heritor in any way we can. Whoa, that wasn't the deal. Like, what am I going to help you do, Gadva, with the Holy Sword? My duty. Come on, Maybell. Pull. It's working for me, Maybell. Just keep pulling. It's no good. I can't pull it out. Well, you'll need to if you want to get my recessive genes. They're in there somewhere. Never mind. Oh, sorry, Maybell. Now it's my turn. No, Gadford. He's got so many legs. He can use them to help pull. Racism. I forgot the catchphrase. Became so racist, I forgot my racist catchphrase. A new dawn. Grant me the strength to remain true to the way of the night, so that I may show the world honor and justice. You can do that without the Shining Force. Just go and do that on your own. Why are you wasting this sword that grants any wish you want to be like, my wish for the world is that I personally will be considered honorable? Okay, that's a very dishonorable thing to wish, Gadford, ironically enough. Who wrote this trash? I don't like this at all. Well, we saw Gadford straining away, hands gripping the sword with all his might, but he's just not good enough, as it says. All right, my turn. Let's see if this little piece of shit can do it. Looks like it's been waiting for me to pull it out all this time. I know something that's been waiting to get pulled out all this time. But Cyril burst through the ceiling for the Shakespearean delivery. No, Toma, it is I who will pull out the sword. I would much rather Cyril become the protagonist. Don't touch it, please. It's too late. YouTube's guidelines have already been violated. There's no going back now. Oh, the fate of the world's thrown into motion if I draw the sword. It's already in motion. What does that mean? Time will start moving if you do that. Is that a problem? Thank you for the explanation, Cyril. There will be dire consequences if you draw it half-heartedly. You must draw it at full mast. Relax, Cyril. Jeez. You can't just show up like that, blabbering crazy things. Oh, Cyril, she likes to think and speak and experience the forward motion of time. Cyril's crazy. Forget about her. Now I'm going to pull out my sword, unless you want to try pulling it out first. No, that's not what I'm saying. No, of course I wouldn't want to do that. Again, just writing it myself. I'm going to keep writing it myself down here. We're going to take it very seriously, according to Cyril. Oh, do we have the option of not doing it? Okay, you convinced me, Cyril. I won't draw the Holy Sword. Goodbye. I suppose I shouldn't fret so much. Now that I've threatened to not play the game changes its tune. It's like, oh, you actually were convinced by my argument. Sorry, I was joking. You actually have to do this. Like, we kind of wrote a whole game around the idea that you would do this. We're just trying to convince you not to do it as a joke. You see, we're just kind of wasting your time. Just wasting your time. Playing a video game. All right, let's do it. Let's just blow up the goddamn world. My eye really hurts. I think the illness has somehow moved to my eyes. Looking at a JRPG will do that too. I'm sick of this stupid world. What's this all of a sudden? Is he going to turn out to be the evil guy the whole time? I've decided my wish will be to destroy everything. Shining Force! Oh my god, it's actually shining. I don't like the camera angle either. Come on, there's the face. What do we got here? He didn't do it, thank fuck. Even the design of the Shining Force with those two circles, I don't like... Surely they were thinking something along these lines. Looks like he did it. Yes, he's pulled out the penile monado. I suppose we're going to have to deal with the game's actual plot. There needs to be like a villain and stuff, doesn't there? Oh, it was a giant robot. I am here, ahead of you. Yes, I'm coming through the portal. The legendary progenitor of the elven race is here. Come, master. They call me Come, master. The castle welcomes you. You have inherited the power of the Holy Sword. You're master of this castle. So the world is controlled by two powerful heroes. So nobody pays attention to the loser heroes on the outlying border regions. This is kind of like the introduction to what we just did. And now we're back in media res. Come, master. This castle welcomes you. Will you stop screaming, come, master, every time I walk into my house? My many minions. Maybell doesn't really mind that she didn't draw the Holy Sword and save her people in the end, which I think is bad characterization. She should be, distraught. Doesn't this mean that her species will die off because she couldn't get the magic thing to save them? She should react to this. Go on, characterization. Gadford's quest, nobody cares about that whatsoever. Cyril's crest, we don't know what it was, but it was probably conspiracy with an axolotl at the center of it. The axolotl on the shoulder Shakespearean writing technique was doing something there. Let's just move on. My voice is accelerating as I get madder at the writing at Shining Force EXA, but maybe the next screen will solve everything. We enter a dark chamber. Gadford says, here you are, Toma. Speech bubble coming from the shadows in the background. I don't know how you got in here ahead of us, Gadford. Maybe there are 2 Gadfords, with 8 legs between them. Racism, racism, racism. Here you are, Toma. Uh-oh. Looks like we've ended up someplace big. Good writing. Hey, look, there's a Pokemon in here. Is this copyright infringement? Welcome, Master. My name is Zenus. There once was a dog called Zenus. Oh, what shall we write next? You can't do this to me, Shining Force. I've got a dog called Zenus. I've nothing but questions. What in the world is this place? And what happened to the man there once was called Zenus, who had to take his clothes to the cleaners? This is the Geo Fortress, of course, a palace that protects you and fights for the Heritor. Good. I have no character or ambition. I will not use this for anything. Do you have any gene labs around here that could sort of turn human genes recessive? Maybe this? Maybe if I press the X button just right, I will be a Sekite into Shining Force EXA, and we will solve all of the problems. Well, at least there's some boxes in here. Somebody left some healing water there that doesn't expire until the 5th of May. That's pretty good. And 3 unknown keys with a particular design. Once you start seeing it, you can't unsee it. Captain's log. Stardate, the 4th of May. I've got one more day to drink that stupid water brackets real I found under the seats in this strange castle I've come to inhabit. These are the voyages of the starship Enterprise as we seek to repopulate the elven race and discover a mysterious alien who goes by the name of Zenus and keeps talking about how he has to go down to the cleaners. I want to be king. Tell me how, Zenus. Oh, it's going to be a crowning achievement and the bells shall ring out. You're already the master of the Geo Fortress. Is that not enough? I don't know. I want to be the most powerful king in the world. Oh, that was my ambition. If I was the other characters, I would not swear to help Toma in his ambition to become the most powerful king in the world. That sounds like a terrible idea, especially for Gadford, who's like, honor and virtue. No, some random, feral child should be king of the world and be given the power to kill anyone at will. I don't know if I really want to dominate the world exactly, but why not? Pretty much the same thing. Okay, right. This dog named Zenus convinced me to take over the world. Your Honor, a dog told me to do it. First, what manner of dog? A dog named Zenus. The one at the cleaners. Something. First, we must restart the subsystems. Oh, the subsystems. Please follow me, Master. We've got a long voyage ahead on the Starship Enterprise. I think I'm going to have to make innuendos the whole time. What do you think it has to do with Shining Force? Maybelle hasn't caught on that this was caused by our earlier behavior. She probably thinks this is just sort of randomly occurring. Don't worry about it, Maybelle. Could this be the quote-unquote space, enormous strength spoken of by my people? Yes, it could. She's beginning to work out that certain events are happening due to the linear flow of time, which of course was bothering Cyril earlier. Looks like we can pick where to go in the world. What's this? This place in the top left looks highly suspect. Shining Force! Back at it again. Oh my Christ. Well, I thought it was making me better. Since you've become king of this castle, I guess that makes you a pretty big shot, doesn't it? Maybe I should start calling you quote-unquote space Lord Toma. Space, from now on. It's gone incredibly well with Maybelle, which brings up this point here. Shouldn't the characters try to kill Toma in this situation? Because aren't I going to invalidate all of their goals by taking over the world? And shouldn't somebody say something about the fact we're in this gigantic castle from the future? No one's talking about this. Wait, Cyril is talking about this. The Geo Fortress has awakened. Yeah, pretty exciting, huh? Anyway, so how's the weather? I've been reading a book recently, Cyril. Shouldn't we be like, whoa? Or maybe even say that twice. We should react to the events happening in the game. It's the master characterization writer, man. Back at it again. Looks like the Geo Fortress is going to be our home for a while. Yes, about which I have nothing to say, which is why I think it might be best to make rooms for everyone. What do you think? Yes, well, maybe 1 or 2 rooms, a stable and a kennel might be appropriate. Racism, racism, racism. I thought I'd jazz up the catchphrase. I think I jazzed down the catchphrase. I jazzed all over that catchphrase, that's for sure. I don't know about that, Maybell. Can't we all just be together in one sort of heap? One adventurer's heap. Now that we have the power to destroy the entire world, we must answer some important questions about ourselves. Like who's gonna bunk with who? We're gonna have a great sleepover party here at the Geo Fortress. Now I think it said I can switch to Cyril. If Toma's going, then I'd better wait here. I am Toma. You don't have to speak in the third person. That was the sound of me switching character to Cyril. So now we can permanently choose who the main character is, and you can choose whether the party will follow you or not. So we've unassigned Maybell and Gadford from the loser object, and now we 3 can be a little party, just as girls. I know, on old Gaddy. Gaddy doesn't count. As for Zenas, I guess you have to stay here. If there's something you need, please let me know. I'll see what can be done. Zenas, I want a comprehensive list of every word that rhymes with your name. I'll be back in a bit. What should I do next? We have to go to Lacton Village, enter the ancient arena beyond the village, and find the red metal. Why? Because a dog told me to do it, and that's good enough reason for anything.
Oh! Better subscribe!